Now here's Ross. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your 1st drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 36. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Sanders. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Ross on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Austin Cyber.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
21-0 our score after one.
With the score, Bengals 21, Eagles nothing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Second and 5.
Now a carry for Sanders. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 36-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 26. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Come on now. Come on.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Touchdown.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
I got you. I got you. Mike check 33. 33. Let's go, defense. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Burrow will throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
I got you. I got you.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Philadelphia.
Take four.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Burrow. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The kicker.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to...
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
56.
Back to throw here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
51 to Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down. It's Sanders, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10.
Uh-oh.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 48, Eagles 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my...
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run the counter. Sanders. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, that maybe they... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Sanders fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They run the counter. Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock or try to pour some salt in the wound? It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. 96 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Sanders. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Deuce.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Running right, here's Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders.
Burrow's pass.
He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's
3rd Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
The ball carrier.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Burrow on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
8-yard line.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Tonight's final score, Bengals.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.